Hey guys, Dan Wilbarka here, bringing you another Total War Rome 2 online battle. This is an epic 2v2. Yeah, 11,700 funds. I brought the same Kitei build that you saw me bring before. I have 1 Falksman, 4 Heavy Spears, 2 Mercenary Axe Warriors, 3 Boar Horsemen, 3 Noble Horsemen, and 6 Spear Horsemen. My ally is Egypt. He has brought 3 Thorax Swords, 5 Thorax Pikes, 4 Mercenary Balearic Slingers, 2 Citizen Cav, a couple Thurio Spears, and a Royal Peltist. Our opponents, all we could see of them so far were 10 Steppe Horse Archers. So we were really wondering what was going on here. I mean, obviously, we couldn't see the Swaby player at all, so he's got to be in these woods somewhere, we figured. So I'm going to start moving through them. Going through with my Bow Horseman. But yeah. So, this is obviously half the Roxolani. I think it's the Roxolani army. So, we had no idea where the other half could be. They had to all be in these woods, we figured. So, the Egyptians moving around this way. I'm going to be kind of coming through the woods. My ally has gone pretty defensively, which, I don't know. I guess it's alright, considering we're going against Swaby, but we're also going against this Horse Archer faction. And he only has 4 Rhodian Slingers, and for the amount of cav he has, he should have brought probably 1 more Rhodian if he really wanted to go that defensive, but I can't say. I brought the total wrong army for this kind of fight. My infantry is crap, basically. I was hoping I'd get to fight this. Wait, actually, yeah, probably. I don't know. I'd probably do better against the Roxolani, because my infantry, poor morale, bad everything, basically. But yeah, now we can see 1 Germanic Scout Rider. So we're wondering what's going on. And you will see, it is pretty sneaky how they did this. Really clever move. I had no idea. I'm moving up my Bow Horseman. I'm thinking he's right in there. Anyway, the Roxolani player goes into fast charge. Still wondering what's happening, because I'm pretty close to these woods and no Swaby have shown up. And then here it comes. A horde of Germans hiding in the tall grass. Just popped out of hiding. I'll try and get some of these, actually. Alright. Some Roxolani have popped out too. His general's a Sarmatian Royal Lancer. 3 Steppe Noble Lancers. And 5 more on this side. So, big cavalry horde there. The German, from what we can see, has got a Noble Rider. I think that's another Noble Rider. Germanic Scout Rider. Berserker. Couple of Wolf Warriors. 4 of them, it looks like. Wodenaz Spear General. This is only part of what we can see. And you can see the dilemma I'm up against here. Because my infantry is going to get shredded by the Swaby. Looks like he's coming towards me mostly. And my cavalry is going to get hung up on this great Roxolani horde. My cavalry is what would be key to taking advantage of how vulnerable the Germans are to back strikes from cavalry. So, yeah, I was pretty frightened at this point. I'm seeing some Night Hunters here. Medium Spear Infantry. They can hide just about anywhere. I don't know. So, they basically hid in the tall grass until we were close enough and just sprang at us. Never seen that tactic before. Pretty pretty smart, I think. I was really impressed. But yeah, so I'm basically just trying to engage these Night Hunters because I don't think they have a fear effect on them. Oh, they do. They have a scare effect. Most of his fighters have scare effect. I mean, that's what he's brought. So I'm coming in with my Noble Horsemen. They'll beat these Noble Lancers, I think. Maybe. And then trying to fight them off with these Bow Horsemen. Or I've come in with my Noble Horsemen. Anyway. So the Egyptian is kind of facing off against these Roxolani, which are just holding him at bay, basically. My infantry's getting well handled. I've got Spear Horsemen here just to hang up the Germans. But yeah, my army has been thrown into chaos. This really threw me off. Threw me and my ally off a lot. That was an impressive tactic. I'm getting some lag. I don't know why. Whatever. Anyway, I've got Axe Warriors breaking with 69 men left. Yeah, getting some of his Night Hunters. Swaby won't last long in a protracted melee fight, but I mean they'll overwhelm me well enough. And my men, they're getting scared. I don't know. Yeah, these Spear Horsemen routing with 45 men left. Axe Warriors routing with 82. It's just, yeah. Great tactic there, and I did not have the right army. Not at all. So now I'm trying to pour some fire into these Steppe Noble Lancers, try and tip the Cav fight in my favor, but it's not likely to go my way. And the balanced power bar shows that we have a pretty decent advantage here. I wasn't sure how. I guess just because the Egyptian is really full on numbers yet, but I'm getting shredded. I brought the total wrong army to deal with this. But we're both, me and the Swabier player are both breaking pretty good, I guess. But it's mostly just his Night Hunters, and it's all of my infantry basically, and some Spear Horsemen. Yeah. I was impressed by my Noble Horsemen lasting. This Noble Horse did really well, considering it's against 3. Yeah. So basically I abandoned all strategy in this fight and just started chucking units everywhere. I was like, I don't know. How do I deal with this? They came on so fast. Great, super smart play by them. That was really cool. I've never seen that before. Anyway, he's got some berserkers coming in, doing what they do, just berserking all over my dudes, which is not the best. My heavy spears are lasting a good while. Now they're getting berserked on, just not something I want. Oh, what's that? No. Cool beans. Cav fight, not bad. Anyway, Egyptian's coming in to hit this Swaby player from behind. Which is pretty good, but he can't be super offensive. He has a pike army. Yeah, I think neither of us brought great armies to deal with this, but then I don't know. I think my Carthage rush would have done better. It has, I don't know, a counter fear effect with elephants, pretty disciplined infantry, and a lot of it, and good cav, so I think it would have been better suited. But I'm not sure what kind of build would be best to counter this sort of thing. I was not expecting this at all. Yeah, I was totally thrown off guard. Really impressive by my opponent's play. Yeah, so basically now I've got a couple cav left, and I'm just trying to help my Egyptian teammate. I really hung him out to dry here as best I can. I'm trying to help. So the Roxolani, Yeah, they did a good job hanging up the Egyptians so he couldn't come in and tip the infantry fight. Because, like, yeah, if we'd been able to sandwich the Suebi, we would have done better, but he was able to hang up the Egyptians. So, good move on his part. So I'm basically out of the fight at this point. Almost over. My bow horsemen are breaking. And they're starting to throw some fire arrows into the Egyptians. And I mean, look at the morale effect they're taking from fighting. I mean, yeah, he's got some breaking wolf warriors, I guess. But I mean, these guys are just getting terrified. Totally terrified. And once their numbers start to drop, they'll get even more scared. They're getting fire poured in on their flanks. Got a surrounding effect, I think. Oh man, it's crazy. I'll try and get some close-ups because I'm basically out of this fight. Yeah, I did not do well. I'm getting some lag, not quite sure why. Whatever. Maybe just number of units, I don't know. Yep, Egyptian's doing a good job trying to hold his flanks. I guess he's rushing this flank with his rail peltis, which is good. Because a noble horseman charge from behind, pretty devastating. Pretty devastating. And with these fire arrows pouring in, berserkers in the vicinity surround, and it could break him. But luckily he's got some royal peltis coming in, which is pretty epic. Pretty epic battle. I've never seen that tactic before. Well executed. Sorry, taking a sip of coffee to try and stay up. Yeah. I have a kind of an unhealthy addiction to coffee. Like a really unhealthy addiction. Like if I don't have coffee basically during the day, I get like a splitting headache. So generally I drink about 3 cups a day, which isn't too good. Caffeine addiction. Don't mess around with it, kids. Yeah. And I'm only 17. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, the Egyptians doing a good job of sanctioning off these portions of the army, the enemy army, because our opponents basically are going to rely on getting into the flanks of this Egyptian, because they're not going to be able to take him head on infantry wise. But as you can see, he's getting into the Egyptian can't form a continuous line of pikes. And I don't know if boxing up would help him here. He can't win any cav fights. His pikes could hold out a while, I guess. I don't know whether they could have done some damage to him with these horse archers. Though they could have shot back with Balearics. I don't know. I don't like boxing up myself, but I don't have a huge problem when other people do it. Just personal preference, I guess. But now, these steppe noble lancers, or whatever. Alright, yeah, they're seeing a gap here. They're going right for these Rhodians, and this will be devastating. Oh, devastating charge. I really like those ram horns on them. Ooh, this is epic. Oh, just trampling them. Those poor Greeks. Poor Greeks. But yeah, and the balance bar still says that my team should win. Quite handily. I don't know. I'm not sure I see it. Oh, does he? Wow. That's some good micro. He got out of there with his steppe lancers in time. Very good. That would have butchered those steppe lancers. Anyway, he's bringing in his Royal Peltas now to the main infantry fight. Really needs it at this point. The morale doesn't seem to be too much of a morale effect. Just the flanking. Oh yeah, thorax, pikes, routing like that. Now the infantry fight's basically over. There's no point in aiding it. And yeah, now the balance bar is back in proportion. Yeah, so these, oh man, Berserkers racking up 146 kills, 47, 131 on this one, just crazy. Oh my, that's impressive stuff. Impressive stuff. I mean, Germans are a tricky faction to use, I guess. So you really need to use them to... Their infantry isn't that good. You need to use them as scare units. So they have a tougher time against very disciplined armies. Like Rome, I guess. But yeah, now is where some morale effects will start definitely taking their toll, because the Egyptians are isolated. And yeah, they're gonna get flanked. It's basically over, but super epic fight. It was super fun to play, even though I got knocked out basically almost immediately. Great match. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy, getting over a cold, which I hate. Colds in the summer are the worst. I didn't get sick during the school year, of course, but you know, that's how it happens. And that is all she wrote. Great battle. So I got 770 kills. Not good. My ally got a respectable number. Sprawling Ogre got 998, and Wolfgang got 1267. Wolfgang Amadeus. Maybe. But yeah, he racked up an impressive number of kills. The Spear Horseman did well. This Noble Horseman did well. Basically, the rest of my army was pretty much crap. Anyway, but thanks for watching, guys. Good game to my opponents. Good game to my ally. Super fun one. Pretty epic. Never saw a tactic like that before. Hiding in the tall grass. But yeah, thanks for watching. Dan Barcos signing off.